In today's video, we're looking at the Windlass Faithkeeper dagger. This is a Crusader dagger. Take a look at some specs, up close looks, and a little bit of cutting and thrusting to test the edge on this dagger. All right, check it out. We've got the Faithkeeper dagger. This is the Windlass one. It's been sharpened by our sharpening guys, so leave them a comment saying thank you. Little side note about Windlass Steel Crafts is Ved Prakash Windlass is the one that owns this company and founded it in 1943 to supply Gurkha soldiers with kukris. So that's pretty cool. The British regiments were supplied with kukris from Windlass Steel Crafts at the beginning of the business, and now they've moved into other stuff from other parts of history. Context, this is for thrust, primarily for thrust. So I am going to cut with it, and then I can also go into some thrust with it. I am going to attempt for a precision challenge. I'm going to attempt to thrust all the way through the tatami. The tatami has been soaked, obviously. I think like 30 hours is at least 24 hours. But contextually, this would not be cut primary. This would primarily be on thrust. So just contextually, this being a Crusader dagger, you're not going to see this like slashing with it. And you had a lot of stuff to get through, whether that be in between mail, in between plate to armpits, neck, groin, all that stuff. So just kind of keep that contextually, that the thrust would have probably been, it would have been the primary, because this is a dagger. A double-edged dagger like this is there to bury that, whether that's reverse grip or whether that's underhand on forward grip or overhand on forward grip. There's also a companion sword with this one, the Faithkeeper sword. I did not get that for this box, but you can check that out if you do like this design and you want a matching set for a gift with the holidays coming up, or for your own personal collection if you're someone who is fascinated with history around the Crusades. A good feature on this one is it comes with a leather sheath. It has some steel pieces on it that you can attach this to a belt. So you have a leather belt. The leather is thicker. Something I've noticed with Windlass Steel Crafts in the recent box that I got, check out the King Henry V sword that we just did for Windlass. I don't know when it's going to be up, but I did review it, is that their leather quality has gotten better. It doesn't, the older stuff wasn't terrible, but it's improved. So this is a lot thicker leather. I don't know what kind of leather. It's probably some type of cowhide, I'm sure, some type of bovine. But whatever they've been doing, it's been, the steel quality is better. This is a sheath, meaning that there is no wood core to this one. So if you live in a high humidity area, it's very important to not store this for long periods of time in the sheath and just leave it, because you're gonna have moisture build up. So make sure you clean it, make sure you have everything set with that. Get a Flitz knife and gun care kits to maintenance your blades if you need it, if you are in a high humidity area, and make sure that they're in a temperature consistent room. So that's a leather sheath that comes with it. It has a little snap, which I really like, because combatively, you probably just do that and have it on your hip, because if you need to get to it, it's gonna have to be really quick, especially if you were, in the middle of a holy war. So that's talking about that way, way back in the day before any of us were alive. There's also a stamp on it, which has some Latin inscriptions on it on the pommel cap. The pommel is peened, and it's a massive pommel. So if you were to grab this, however, it's not circular, which I like. Kind of reminiscent of a rondelle dagger in the sense that you start getting sharper edges on the rondelle dagger so your grip bites in. So if you grab this kind of weird, you've got some retention to it. But yeah, I like the pin or the little button on here. That way you probably just do that, because then you can grab it however and yank it out to use it in that specific context. Not nowadays. So let's take a look at some up close looks of this one in the sheath and out of the sheath. really designed to be like cutting with. Like sure, like nobody carries anything like this anymore. Like the closest thing somebody would carry would be a Bowie knife. But this is obviously for thrust. So, you know, going through the mat, you can do it. I'll try. Whoa. No damage to it, just a little bit of water on it. Pretty cool item. So check it out. That's the cutting and thrusting for the Faithkeeper. Hey, thanks for joining me for this quick review of the Faithkeeper from Windlass Steel Crafts. It's a great dagger. It's well built. It's good. It's got a good steel quality. It's got a high carbon steel. You can sharpen it, or you can wear it at Renaissance fairs and not sharpen it. And you know, you can purchase it just like that and have a blunted dagger for reenactments. And if you're someone who's into history, this may be something you want to pair as well with the Windlass Faithkeeper sword, which is available on our website. I don't know about stock quality, but if you're looking to get stuff before the holidays, get on it now, because by the time Black Friday rolls around, I think shipping does not even guarantee. Don't quote me on this, but I think shipping doesn't even guarantee it'll make it there by Christmas. I don't work for UPS or FedEx, but just keep that in mind if you are in the market for stuff for the holidays. Get on it now, and that's not because I get a commission. That's because I used to work in the warehouse and pack all those orders by hand, so I know it gets crazy. So keep that in mind. Just a little courtesy note on the side if you're looking at that for holidays. I'm your host Tom for Kult of Athena's YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, follow us on TikTok and on Instagram for more content, and I'll see you in the next review.